3, what you're looking to do is you're looking to factorize out what they have in common. So this one should be 2z minus 10z. Take out 2z's top and bottom. You end up with 2z into z minus 2. And on the bottom you should end up with 2z into z minus 5. And your answer should be z minus 2, z minus 5. Everybody go with that? Right, head on to question 5. So do 1, 2, and 5, okay? Now, for those who have question 2 done, I'll do that as well, or part 2. Part 2, you need to factorize the top and the bottom. So y squared plus 7y plus 10, brackets y squared minus 25. Two numbers that multiply to give you 10 but add to give you 7 would be 2 and 5. On the bottom you should have y plus 5 and y minus 5. Y plus 5s cancel each other, and you're going to be left with y plus 2 and y minus 5. Part 5 is a bit more difficult because you have 2 denominators instead of 1. The trick with these questions is to always make sure everything's fully factorized before you do anything else. So fully factorize a squared minus 9 and what you get. So you factorize a squared minus 9. Now, what's the difference between the 2 denominators now? There's not much in the difference, but what is the difference? One of them has an a minus 3, doesn't it? So we can put an a minus 3 on the bottom and an a minus 3 on the bottom and the top. Now they're the same denominator. So on the next line, you're just going to have a plus 3 and a minus 3. So that should be no big issue at all, okay? The next biggest problem occurs with the minus sign. This minus sign affects the a plus 2. So you gotta be wary of that. So we're gonna get 2a minus 6. Then we're gonna get minus a minus 2. Anybody beat me to it? A minus 8 over a plus 3 and a minus 3. Nobody beat me to it? All right. Do part 6 on your own. This time I'll wait for you. Next one really quickly. It's not fully factorized, so you can't do anything at the start. Factorize x squared minus 4, and what you get? The difference of 2 squares, guys. So what is that? Yeah, x plus 2 and x minus 2, and it's 1 plus x minus 2. What does the denominator on the right hand side lack? So x plus 2 top and bottom. And multiply it out, all with one denominator. And finally, what do we have at the end? Huh? Yeah, 2x plus 1 over x plus 2 and x minus 2. Happy days? Okay. All right, question 5. First step is to factorize the 2 denominators. You can start off with the 6x squared plus 5 minus 5x minus 40. Sorry, minus 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Minus 24 is the reference number. You get a minus 8 and a plus 3. So 6x squared minus 8x plus 3x take away 4. Next thing after that is 2x into 3x minus 4 plus 1 into 3x minus 4. And this should become 2x plus 1, 3x minus 4. Now the next part of this is to factorize the 9x squared minus 16, okay? So 9x squared minus 16 is what we're going to have next. So we're going to do the difference of two squares. It's the same thing as 3x 2b squared take away 4 squared. So it's actually going to be minus 3 over 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 4. Everybody good so far? Now, compare both denominators to each other. What parts does one of them have that the other one doesn't have? So in the case of the 2x plus 1, 3x minus 4, what part is it missing from the other denominator? What's it missing, lads? Yeah, the 3x plus 4. So if I put a 3x plus 4 here, it now has everything that the other one has. What's this one missing? The 2x plus 1. Okay. Nearly there now, aren't we? So what, do we have a common denominator? Do we have a common denominator for the next line? What is it? 2x plus 1, 3x minus 4, and 3x plus 4. Now I just need to sort out the numerator. What's the numerator going to be? 6x plus 8 take away 6x minus 3. And what does that leave on the top? Did anybody get 5 as their answer? Over 2x plus 1, 3x minus 4, and 3x plus 4. All right, you're doing part 4 now. You need to fully factorize both denominators, okay? So what can you take out of xy minus x squared? Huh? You take out x, can't you? So it's 1 over x into y minus x. And what about the other one? 1 into y into y minus x. Now, what does the first denominator need that the second one has? A y. And what does the second denominator need that the first one has? Is that all right with you guys? I can have yx, y minus x, or I can have xy, y minus x. They're the same thing. I generally go in alphabetical order where possible, if they're both variables. And then on top it's y minus x. Anything left to go? The y minus x as well. Cancel, and what's your answer then? 1 over xy. What we have here is, do you remember back in the day where I'd have 5 divided by 2/3, let's say? Or 5 big line and then 2/3 like that. What was the method we used for multiplying out fractions? Yes? Turn it upside down, yeah? And multiply. So what do you think we can do at the bottom? Just bring it up and turn it upside down. What happens? 5 over 3 over 2. Another way of thinking of it is, if I had a fraction divided by another fraction, it would look a bit more like this. If I had, let's say, 5 over 2 divided by 11 over 13, let's say. What would that look like? Looks a bit like this, doesn't it? Everybody cool with that? That looks similar to what we might get here in a minute. What do we do with 11 over 13? Bring it up and turn it upside down, and you're good to go, aren't you? And just multiply it out. Now, in each one of these questions, what I need you to do is I need you to get a common denominator. So there'll always be two parts to every question. There'll be a yellow part, and then there'll be a blue part. Make sure that the yellow and the blue part, if they don't already, if they have a fraction, make sure they have a common denominator. In part 3, is there anything to be done with the yellow part? There isn't. There's no fractions, is there? What about the blue part? What can we do here? Do what? Put a y there and a y there and put a what? X and an x, and what does it turn into? 1y plus 1x over xy. Or I could also call it x plus y over xy. Is that right, you guys? Now we're going to do yellow divided by blue. Yellow is x plus y. And what's the blue one? X plus y over xy. What's my trick? What happens when it comes up here? What does it turn into? xy divided by. Now you turn it upside down. So it's x plus y on the bottom. What happens next? X plus y's cancel, and your answer is xy. You guys try part 2 on your own. Now, two separate parts, the blue part and the yellow part. I'm going to give them both a common denominator and see what happens. In the yellow part, which I'll do in black, I'm going to change minus 4 into minus 4 over x squared, 4x squared over x squared. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Now, I'm going to join the fractions together to get this. Everyone on board so far? What else can I do to the top? Difference of 2 squares. So it's 1 plus 2x and 1 minus 2x. Is that what got people? You still know to do the difference of 2 squares there? Where that is actually 2x, 2b squared. Okay. On the bottom, which is the blue section, so that's the yellow section done. The bottom, which is the blue section, is very easy. 1 over x, take away 2x over x. Simply going to be 1 minus 2x over x. Now, it's my yellow. Oh, sorry, that's blue. It's my yellow answer divided by my blue answer. What do I need to do with the blue answer when I divide it? What do I need to do to the blue fraction when I divide it, lads? What needs to happen to it? Need to turn it upside down. Now what cancels? 1 minus 2x cancels with the other 1 minus 2x. One of the x's from the x squared cancels with that x there. So what's my answer? 1 plus 2x over x. Anybody get it? All right. That's a difficult one, though. I think that's the most difficult one. Here's a harder one. Try 9 part 2. Once again, blue part divided by yellow part. Blue part should be 2x plus 1 over 2. Add in another 2 top and bottom. I'm going to get 4x plus 1 all over 2. The yellow part should be give a common multiple of, common denominator of 4. That's going to be 4x plus 1 over 4. the blue answer divided by the black answer. Just turn the black answer upside down. So here's the blue answer is 4x plus 1 over 2. Black answer needs to be turned upside down and multiplied, so it's going to be 4 over 4x plus 1. Then we get an answer of 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. You okay with that? Alright, we're going to move on. Okay. Now, that's the next exercise. I think I'm back here actually. 10 part 3. Have a go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Start off with the top part, the numerator. And what we say here is, oh, this one hasn't got an x minus 2, so I'll give it an x minus 2 top and bottom. And then the common denominator is now x minus 2. Multiply this out and we get x squared minus 2x plus 2x. The numerator is the red part, okay? And then what we should get is x squared over x minus 2. Did anybody get that for the numerator? Okay. The denominator, similar job, we'll do it in black. 1 plus 4 over x plus 2 and x minus 2. Well, why don't I just give it an x plus 2 and an x minus 2 underneath? And if I give it underneath, I need to give it on. Give it on top, yeah? Everybody cool with that? What happens when I multiply x plus 2 by x minus 2? I get x squared minus 4 plus 4 all over x plus 2 and x minus 2. What happens to the two 4s? Would everybody agree it's the red answer divided by the blue answer? Everybody cool with that? And then what do you do next? Huh? Flip it upside down and what do we get? X plus 2, x minus 2, and then the x squared under. Neat. What cancels? What else? What's left? There you go. All right. For your homework tonight,